Hey there, good morning. This is Rocio from GDPR Stand Up. I came across a question on a group that I am a part of, and I thought it was a great question because the answer is not obvious. Now, it might seem obvious to a professional, but it may not sound obvious to the regular business owner or the regular professional. So I figured I would record this quick video to cover that. So the question is, hi, I'm looking for some advice. I have a client for whom I obtain and check references for their clients. I usually use Dropbox. Would I comply with GDPR regulations if I store the references in Dropbox? So I have to admit, I had lots of reactions when I read this question. I could have just held the reactions to myself, but I figured that hey, if we don't start to have these open and candid conversations and answers to these questions, cybersecurity, data privacy, and GDPR will continue to be this complex thing that we just don't understand. So I prepared a statement and I'm going to cover that here. So my response to this question is, so Dropbox is a tool the same way that email, the same way that an instant messaging service is a tool. This is just a tool. And Dropbox is a technology that is being used by this person. Let's call her Jane. So Jane relies on Dropbox to service her clients. Jane has processes in place to do what she needs to do with the files and the information that the clients provide her with for the services that she is doing. Now, it's important to clarify GDPR does not dictate the tools or the processes that you use in your business. As professionals, that is a decision that we make, along with many other decisions that we make related to our business. But GDPR does require that we understand what personal data we hold about people, that we be transparent with how we use that personal data, and that we protect that data. But also, and I would say more importantly, we consider the individuals that the data is tied to, and that we keep that in mind when we are working with their data. So my response to Jane would be, you certainly can continue to use Dropbox to store references and to be in compliance with GDPR. Before you close out this due diligence step, I would ask you to consider the following. First, what type of personal data are you storing in Dropbox? Is this documented in your data inventory? Number two, how are you using the personal data that you hold in Dropbox? Is it clearly stated in your privacy policy? Is this in line with the services that you are providing? Is this accurately captured in the agreements that you have with your clients? Number three, if your client or any individuals want to exercise the rights that are afforded under GDPR, things like right to access, right to corrections, right to be forgotten, right to restrict processing, would you be able to handle that? Would you be able to take these income requests and would you be able to process that? The next question, I think this is question number 4, who has access to your Dropbox? Is this only you? Is this available to you and your team? If it's available to others, are you making sure that this is only available to those that really need access to those files? And are the Dropbox folders, are they configured correctly? If you and others are using this tool, does your team understand, okay, how do I use this tool? And what are the things that I should be doing and the things that I shouldn't be doing when I use Dropbox and when I work with the files that I need to work with? And the last question, question number 5 is, if someone gained access to your Dropbox or the files in Dropbox, would you know your responsibilities to assess if it's a data breach? And would you understand, okay, what kind of notifications you need to provide, whether it be to the affected individuals, whether it be to regulators or your clients? So these are the 5 questions that I would recommend to you, Jane, that you consider before you close out this due diligence step. I love answering questions like this. I am a cybersecurity professional by trade. I am specializing in GDPR. If this was helpful to you, you can learn more about my work at gdprstandup.com. Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye.